It's the NFL on EA Sports, and this one features Chigoziem Okonkwo. You always need eyes on him, fourth most catches in the NFL. It's the Titans and the Chiefs on Thursday night primetime.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson, partner. This should be a good one here in the month of October. Got a couple of teams playing good football to get this season going.
And all offseason, Mike, coaches and teams, they talk about the importance of starting the season strong. And here in this matchup for early in the year, we have our first look at two teams that have started off strong. They're playing winning football. They're starting to really understand what their identity is as a team. And for this stage of the season, this is one of the better matchups we've seen so far, and it's going to go a long way continuing.
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee, and off we go on EA Sports. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
I think when you go back and watch the film for last week, Mike, he played fairly well for the most part. Now, are there some things to clean up? Absolutely. Some of his footwork, both inside and outside the pocket, still has a long way to go. The occasional errant throw or just thinking, hey, I've got a big arm, I'm going to fit this ball in the window. Some of that stuff needs to get cleaned up, but overall, not bad. But what matters the most in wins and losses, and he just wasn't the difference maker his team needed when they needed him the most.
On second down, Mahomes. To the left side in the hands of Rice. It's a good pickup on second down, but there is a flag down, and this one might not stand up. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Looks to be an injured player, and oh no, it's Travis Kelce who is being looked at. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Mahomes gonna keep it himself. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain. I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. The Tennessee offense taking the field for the first time. They're led by their quarterback, the second-round pick out of Kentucky, Will Levis.
Last week, when you go back and watch and study this tape, Mike, the problem is at the quarterback position, you need to be a difference maker. Last week, they were trying to overcome his poor performance, and you're just not going to be able to do that week in and week out at this level. Your quarterback has to be a driving force. He has to be a productive player within your system, and when you turn the ball over the way he did last week and not really lead to any points or any real sustained success on offense, that is a hard combination if you expect to win. So they're going to need more production, they're going to need more touchdowns, and they're going to need less turnovers. It's asking a lot. It's a big change from last week, but without it, I don't know if they can expect the results to ever change.
From the gun, it's Levis. A throw right side, taken in by Boyd. And it looked Looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, Levis. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's Levis to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Okonkwo. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll run here with Pollard. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give them 6 on that play. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake, it's Levis. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's Levis. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. He'll try to run for it. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Titans offense ready for their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Now, Levis. That's complete to the rookie 1st-round pick. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Pollard. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. On play action, here's Levis. That's deep, looking for Boyd. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. To throw is Levis. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start out first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Got a man, that's Rashee Rice. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here, second and a yard. Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
And he will take this one in. 72 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Titans offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
At the 28-yard line.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. And he's on to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to get back at it. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a first and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. He'll bring this up to the 22. Xavier Woods there on the stop. Here's a second and 9. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Open man is Kadarius Toney, the former Giant. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Toney, the man in motion. Third and short. Here's Patrick. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll begin with a zone read. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Levis to throw. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Levis to throw. To the left side in the hands of Boyd. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Tennessee Titan.
1st and 10, and they give it to Pollard. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
They'll go back to Pollard on 1st down. He'll push forward for about a yard, with Justin Reed up from his safety spot to make the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. The tight end Okonkwo is in motion. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to have a 1st down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9. They'll run the toss. Here's Pollard. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 7-0 is our score. We're back in Music City after this. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll run once more, and it's Pollard again. Here comes 3rd and 6. Now Levis. He's got his man. That's Boyd. And he's got the 1st down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up 1st and goal.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Here's Levis. And he cannot get free, only a yard to the 3, forcing 4th down. Looks like we have an injured Titan on that play. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Titans are on the board. It's 7-3.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Now, Mahomes. That pass caught right side by Tony. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. Play action here. Mahomes. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Play action now with Minshew. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the give, it's Pollard. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They send Ridley in motion. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. He'll try and throw with Minshew. He'll try and get there on the ground. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
And here's a great example of why the pass rush on 3rd down, that it's critical it gets home. In this case, they're not able to get to the quarterback. He has extra time to not only escape the pocket, but to turn into a runner and pick up the 1st down.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3.
2nd and 3 at the Chiefs' 8-yard line.
From the gun, here's Minshew. He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
The shotgun, a throw for Minshew. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Gardner Minshew, touchdown Titans. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
The extra point, up and good. And the Titans are on top. It's now 10-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Chiefs offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Tony, the man in motion. A first down throw for Mahomes. That one knocked away and incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down. Patrick to throw. He'll get that complete to Tony. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. 1st and 10. Once again, it's Pacheco. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Tony, the man in motion. Mahomes now on 2nd down. That is brought in at the 10. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He's got his big tight end, Jared Wiley. Touchdown, Chiefs. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
This will be returned from the 6. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Titans offense about ready to take over once more. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Throwing is Minshew. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
At the 30-yard line.
They send Ridley in motion. To throw Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Back is Minshew. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go. And He had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. A throw on the run is complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. On 3rd down, Mahomes. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Ty Zentner now, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. Woo! And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Titans offense ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Now Minshew. A throw right side taken in by Boyd. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go in this first half. Minshew. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. 3rd and 6.
And 6 yards to go.
Minshew going to look to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. One of the tight ends motions right. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. Open man downfield is Brown. Now KC going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. Putting the tight end in motion. To the left side in the hands of Rice.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, The defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's Minshew. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. Brian Callahan will send out the field goal unit here. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So we've reached halftime here in our Thursday Nighter to start the new NFL week. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Greg in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. As far as the early games go, we'll be watching that one in Houston. The Texans in for a fight as they'll square off against the LA Chargers. More good stuff later in the afternoon, one being down in the desert, where it'll be the Cardinals at home in Glendale, taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And lastly, Monday Night Football has a good one lined up between the New Orleans Saints and the Dallas Cowboys. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a one-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for, with both these teams in it to win it.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Tony Pollard heading out with the rest of his Tennessee teammates for their next drive. The deficit is 1, as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Off the bootleg, it's Minshew. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They send Ridley in motion. On 2nd down, here's Minshew. That caught Tony Pollard. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll look to throw. He's going to tuck it and go. And he will have a Titans 1st down by about a yard. So they pick it up on 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, here's Minshew. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
That's good for a Tennessee Titan. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They're going to go play action now with Minshew. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now, a whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line. They get the former first-rounder out of Northwestern, Peter Skoronski. They send Ridley in motion. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day. Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They send the tight end in motion. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. That's over the middle and taken in by Tony. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
They'll run right side with Pacheco. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Mahomes back. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
You have a tight end motioning left here. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. They bring a tight end in motion left. Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. Open man left side. He's got it. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
First and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
2 yards from 6 points. It is first down and goal. Here's Pacheco. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
And he's in. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, KC.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
Butker now to add the PAT. It's up and through. And the Chiefs extend the lead to 8. It's 21-13. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The home team's offense headed back to take over once more. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with first and 10. The shotgun, a throw for Minshew. Off he goes. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
They'll come up here on second down and 5.
At the Chiefs' 40-yard line.
On the ground, it's Pollard. And he's going to pick it up, take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
And the Titans, first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They send Ridley in motion. Here's Minshew now on first and 10. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Here's second and 3 to go. Throwing is Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. They'll try and run for the first down with Pollard. He's going nowhere. That call, not the right one. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
The field goal unit is out for the Titans. This, a 44-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Titans are back within 5.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes coming out for their next drive. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. First down throw, Mahomes. Working the right side, taken in by Rice.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst, they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Ball start, offense.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Man in motion is Brown. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. What can they do here on third down and 7? To throw is Mahomes. We'll try and set up the tight end screen. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. And the Chiefs will punt the ball away, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And this is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The home team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Minshew.
It doesn't get much closer than that, Mike. I thought with that last sack, they got him in the end zone for a safety. I think he was just short of the goal line. But now, think about where this next snap is going to be, and if you're the defense, man, you can smell blood in the water.
Trying to tiptoe around the defenders there. He'll wind up with a gain of 5. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Now Minshew. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Pollard. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. Big play coming up. This is third down. To throw, Minshew. Now a screen. Here's Pollard. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. And it sets up fourth down. The Titans sending out their punter. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense ready for this next possession. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Look at him stay on his feet as he's able to shimmy his way for a gain of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
A handoff to Pacheco. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to third down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Caught by the tight end, Wiley. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
Kansas City.
He'll send a tight end in motion right. On first down, it's Mahomes. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They go play action with Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Wiley, his tight end. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
On second down, Mahomes. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
As this clock continues to tick, we're getting dangerously close here to do-or-die territory. But after that third down sack, real good chance of getting off the field. No points allowed. Let's see if their offense now can do their job, because defense certainly did theirs.
And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Titans offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
To the left side in the hands of Boyd. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And It seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now the former Tulane star. Here's Tyjae Spears. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do, because we know we need to finish this off with 6 if we can. And now being 1st and goal is going to go a long way in allowing that to be possible.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. From the gun, here's Minshew. That is caught, and he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. For the lead, here is 3rd and goal. They look to throw it with Minshew. That one taken in. Tyler Boyd. Touchdown, Tennessee. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
The Titans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Throwing again is Minshew. That's going to be caught. They get the 2 points. Man, this could turn out to be important. The lead goes to 3 here in the 4th quarter. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally 1 step ahead of the defense all game long. He'll get that complete to Tony. And after the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
At the 38-yard line.
A give here to Pacheco. And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Mahomes on 1st down. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 44-yard line.
A run up the middle with Pacheco. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
That's complete left side to Tony. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Mahomes now on 2nd down. That's complete to Rice. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
And the first down, Chiefs.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the Titans' 28-yard line.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. Mahomes now to throw again. He'll check that down to Pacheco. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. This one is on target, and it is good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Titans offense ready to take over possession of the football. This game level following the made field goal. So they need to put something together here. It begins with 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. 2nd and 6 coming up. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Minshew. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. There's that man again, another catch. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Putting the tight end in motion. Pollard. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. The motion man is Boyd. Here's Pollard. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up. So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This a potential game winner. This kick is good. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Chiefs offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. To throw is Mahomes. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. The pass rush gets home and he goes down. So it's a win here for the Titans. They took this one down to the wire. Late field goal does the trick. Walk away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Titans winners here in Music City as we say so long from Nashville.
Got Titan